What's going on, you guys? It's been a minute since, been like 2, 3 weeks since I made my last video, and came on here and just talked. But I wanted to come here and just talk about, the future a little bit. I try to be present as much as possible, but I wanted to, look forward a little bit and just set this as like a timestamp to look back on and remember, what I was looking forward to, what I was reaching for. And just kind of mark my goals and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about who I truly want to become, and give reasons on why, and what I think I have to do to be able to get to that, and just really vision it, really speak it out into the universe, and be able to talk about it so that it can be clear, and so I can kind of get a grasp on what I'm reaching for. The reason why is just because I feel like you have to be very like specific with your goals and what you want to do. I feel like if you don't know what you're really like striving to be, then every day your purpose kind of gets foggy. You kind of like forget why you're doing certain things, or why you're trying to improve every day and what you're trying to improve on. So I feel like talking about it would make it more clear, and make me have to say it out loud and hear it, and also have this video to look back on. So one of the things that I've been thinking about a lot is I want to become freshman of the year for my conference, which is the Big Sky. And sorry, the laundry just went off, and I feel like it's super achievable. I feel like it's something that I can strive for. Some people may not believe that I can do it. It really doesn't matter what other people believe, as long as I believe in myself. But that's something that I look forward to working for every day, even if it seems like it's out of reach. At the end of the day, it'll make me work even harder, and even if I didn't achieve it, I feel like it would put me in a good place for the beginning of my college career. So that's something I've been striving for, and I think about every day. I've written it down. I've talked. I mean, actually, I really haven't talked to people about it because it's something that I've been keeping to myself. But that's something that I strive for. But that's something in the near future. Something in the in the far future is I want to become an influence to people in sports. I mean, in basketball specifically, but just people, athletes in general. I want my story to be something that people can look back on and like use for motivation. I mean, for learning, for anything, for self-belief. I want people to look at my story and feel inspired and feel like they can do it too, and believe in themselves, because just like anybody else, I'm going through my journey just the same way that a younger kid would be doing, the same way I was doing when I was a younger kid. And I had people like Jared McCain that I looked up to. I had people like Kobe Bryant that I looked up to. Their stories just bring you that sense of like power and belief that you can do the same thing that they did. And I feel like I want to continue that cycle of allowing kids to believe in themselves, even if it's just even if it's not worldwide, even if it's kids from my hometown area, if it's kids from this area, anywhere. I want to have an impact on the kids that have to go through this journey, because a lot of other journeys, people will believe in you. If you want to be a doctor, a lot of people will believe in you and say you can do it and stuff like that. If I wanted to be something normal or something like easy, then that's not an athlete. A lot of people would believe in me and say you can do that. That's easy, you can do that, and believe in you. But when you choose to be an athlete and you really choose to take it serious, that amount of people in that group that believes in you really shrinks, and it could be tough. And I feel like other stories kind of influence you to keep going, like Kobe, when people not believing in him, Jared, people not believing in him. It's not that they're the underdog, but it's just the fact that they believed in themselves. And it shows that you should believe in yourself as well. It showed me that I should believe in myself, and I want to show people that they should believe in themselves too. So that's something that I look forward to. Something that drives me every single day is making my journey worth hearing and stuff like that. So that's a second thing that is important to me right now. A third thing is like I wanna the the better version of myself that I'm chasing is a person that cares about community, cares about being approachable, and being a leader in general. And I want to, continue to get better at those three things. I want to have a bigger impact in every community that I join, every community that I build, whether it's my hometown and I go back and help there one day. I want to be able to do that. I even want to coach at my old high school, Tracy High. I would love to do that and build like a great program and just continue the legacy of, a great area and a great school in general. So I would coach for, any AAU team that I played for. I love all the coaches. I have no bad relationships with any, coach or, person that I've played with or played for. I would go back to any one of those communities and help. And I want to be in a place, I'm going to be in a place that, I will be able to come back and help, those communities and those programs that, help me build my journey and begin my journey. So and then even Weber State, like I can see myself 10 years from now with the platform that I plan on having and the impact I plan on having, coming back here and pouring all of that back into the program and into, whatever we have going on in Ogden at that time. I just feel like that's more a part of, that's also a big part of the journey being bigger than myself. Everything is not gonna be about me once I get to where I want to be. I'm somewhere that I wanted to be, which is college and, Division I athlete, and it's still not about me, and sometimes you get caught up and you think like everything should be about you. And once I go D1, everything's going to be about me, but it's not about me. It's about the program that I'm at right now. It's about the program that I came from. It's about pouring back into the city, my family, the people that helped me get here. And all of that is bigger than myself. And, I owe it to everybody in this program. I owe it to everybody back home, everywhere I came from. It's about that. It's about them. It's not about myself. So that's not gonna change at all. When I get older and I'm in a place I want to be, it's still not going to be about me. I don't care if I have $2 million, I don't care if I have $1 billion, if I'm the richest person, if I'm the brokest person. It's still not going to be about me. It's going to be about pouring into, the people that help me become who I am. So that's just three things that are very important to me, and a little bit of rambling in between. But yeah, so hopefully, one day I will look at these and it'll be history. People won't believe that I was able to foreshadow it, but, I believe in myself and I believe that I can make all of this happen. And with my belief, I feel like nothing else can change that. So I appreciate you guys listening, and hopefully future me is looking at this and listening to the same thing and saying that, and saying thank you to me for believing. I'm saying thank you to him for continuing to go, and I'm gonna just keep paying it forward like I always say. And yeah, hopefully I can be more consistent on here for y'all.